Welcome to the Friend Zone.
Every time I'm in the zone.
My name is Dustin. I'm Francesco, also known as Hey Fran Hey.
My name is Assante.
This is the Friend Zone. The Search Show.
I'm in the zone.
I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was playing, but I told
That's right.
y'all niggas.
That's right.
I told
Out of the mouths of babes. You understand what I'm saying? And what she was basically saying was, I'm with you when you right. Okay? And that's the moment that we all crave in conversation, in debate, in situation, sometimes in relation. You want to be the one who what? Told y'all niggas, I told y'all niggas.
That was Candy on the last episode of the skate.
Told y'all niggas, one go round. Loop-de-loop, that's it. Okay? Y'all thought that's what Candy told them.
But I guess we'll come back
We'll
to
get
that.
there.
Yeah,
We're not there yet, but we'll get there.
Gosh.
Welcome to the Friend Zone, your weekly look into all things mental health, mental wellness, and mental hygiene, because who in the hell would like to have a musty brain? Not I.
Not I, said Dustin Ross.
Hi, friend.
Hi.
I found my groove on the microphone. This is the sonic space that best suits me, and I've always wanted to be a nighttime quiet storm DJ. I feel it in my spirit. So, hey, friend, how you doing?
Oh, God. I'm good. How are you? How was your weekend?
Weekend was so refreshing, so amazing. Like Luther
Mr.
Vandross
Versace.
said, "You're so crazy."
Okay.
It was so amazing, amazing. I want to stay forever. It was amazing. We were in Barbados, beautiful Barbados, in the St. James Parish, celebrating the birthday of none other than Kid Fury. So it was a large group of friends. I don't know if everybody that was there wants people to know that they were there, so I'm not going to name names. But
Dead.
it was an amazing trip. We totally brought in my homie Fury's birthday with a bang. Being a part of that was just so wonderful, and also being able to unplug was great, right?
Important.
I had the data plan on my phone. I didn't use it.
No?
No, I was
Oh,
on
that's so
Wi-Fi a
dope.
couple times, and that's it. I felt no pressure. Asante can speak more to this, but we had a beautiful, beautiful literal mansion in Barbados
The
to
pictures.
ourselves, fully staffed, the most gracious, kind staff you ever want to meet in your life. It was such a humbling experience to have somebody give you that type of great service. It was just amazing. So I'm so gracious to them. And just like I said, being able to celebrate my nigga's birthday. I told y'all niggas. It was lit.
Asante, how's yours?
Ditto to Dustin. Barbados was an amazing time. We were in Rihanna's playground.
And saw her crib, FYI.
Okay.
FYMFI.
Literally, you get off the plane in the airport, you see Rihanna hung up in that bitch. And
I
then-
love that. That was just huge on the...
She is running things.
Royalty.
For
Okay.
real.
Shit, she got Barbados on her back, so shout out to that. We did pass by her crib. Okay, we know where the spot's at.
Yes.
Had a beautiful, beautiful stay. It was amazing. It was a different vibe from little rats being on the ground in New York City to crabs running around like on the beach and then getting caught in the villa. Because it was the middle of the night and there was a crab stuck in there. And I had to get security. Like, security, there's a crab in
Not
there.
security.
Yes. It was really
Who
bougie.
will scare the shit out of you if you don't know that security? 'Cause, baby, that first night,
They was riding around the grounds.
I was tiptoeing, and I said, "Ooh." I don't know much, but I know that was something moving. And ain't nobody told me nothing, and we somewhere where I don't know nothing about it. Who the fuck is behind bush number 1?
Jay was like, "Who's there? What's that?" Oh, no, some niggas out there. She was right.
But after we,
I told y'all niggas.
y'all know how I am with
Right.
that fight or flight shit, so I went on over there like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Dead.
And they were like, hi, we're security, and I was like, oh, what's up? So then it was cool.
It was a great time. But Fran, how was your weekend?
Yes, friend.
It was a rough week.
What?
Yeah, it
friend.
was.
Who
but
we
it's-
gotta fight? We gotta lay hands on somebody?
No, on a personal level. But it's better now. Maya's here.
Maya!
Yes, Seamus Maya's here, so
That's why the fourth mic is here.
so that made it all better. So
That's wonderful,
yes,
friend.
it's already looking up. Business wise, it's been, I will say, I'm excited about 2018.
Go on,
Yes.
It was such a seesaw this week. Like on a business level, things just completely shifted where I'm like so excited, but then on a personal level, the seesaw was like, broop. So you know how that goes.
Purgatory. Right.
But I'm good. I'll be good. So I'm just trying to focus on what's working right now.
That's
Amen.
good,
And
Fran.
take it there.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
On your upcoming church
I
announcements.
know.
Okay.
Yo, I'm so excited. Life is good in
Wonderful,
that sense. So
Fran.
I'm excited. But anyways, are you guys ready to jump into the show?
In, out, and side to side.
So let's start with the recap. So last week we discussed, we had an episode titled Role Model Blues, and we discussed the pressures of being a role model, the expectations that are attached to that. We had a lot of opinions, and so did you guys. As always, we looked through them. So Asante, tell me who stood out to you.
I don't actually know if this young lady would like her name shared, but Carissa wrote in.
But you gonna say
I am. She didn't say not to.
No, you
So
didn't.
Carissa knew. She wrote in, and I had to say her name for this purpose. The subject is a white girl's letter to crackers. Okay.
What?
I thought
Not what I
Carissa was
thought was-
black.
See, so
Every girl I
so-
ever met named Carissa could dance or either do nails or something. Carissa.
Well, she might could do them, but you see why I had to share her name. So this was her letter to crackers, okay? I would really like to just throw in my 2 cents about this episode and Asante getting into how he's been told he has to cater to a white audience more, / suggesting that he may offend some white people. As a white girl, I would like to say that I enjoy the friend zone and hearing you guys speak every week and have never felt like you aren't speaking to me or wish you did something to relate to me being white, because what the fuck? Anyone that tells you that you have to do that is either a cracker or just
Wow.
plain stupid, if there's even a difference between the two. I mainly would really like you to read this on the podcast to inform all other white people from the voice of a fellow white person that if you are offended by jokes or comments about white people made by anyone, then that means a part deep inside of you knows that you are a fucked up white person and that you are just insecure that people will see your fucked up perception of the world. Well, guess what? If you stop being fucked up, then you won't be insecure about being fucked up. Shrugs, who would have thought? So I just wanted to read that.
I told y'all.
I mean, that's just coming from another white person, allegedly, okay? It is the email. So I
dead.
do want to just say that because, you know, someone will try to test the validity. It came across my mind as well, so that's where I'm going to leave that.
We have to do an old school MySpace sign. Just take a picture with your name on a sheet. But that don't even work no more because people Photoshop
the
it.
fuck out of
Yep,
shit.
yep.
Have you seen all the signs that have been shit photoshopped onto them? So we'll come back to that one. A different segment for a different day. Fran, what did you find?
On SoundCloud, Ms. DJ said, the topic on Nikki and Eve, y'all came across as judgmental to me because Eve has a different opinion than the masses. To say she's hating or jealous of Nikki is wild. We do have to stop holding celebs as such a high status, but it's nothing wrong with being mindful of what one does. Not everyone has a parent telling them right from wrong, and in the age of social media, it's hard to explain the difference. And to say Eve was just saying that to please her white coworkers is wrong. They asked her opinion, and she gave it. I don't agree with the cover. It's distasteful, and at this point in Nikki's career, why? As Common said, if I don't like it, I don't like it. That don't mean that I'm hating.
Well, Fran, you read the comments, so you should
I'm sorry.
start.
When I looked up, y'all's faces just...
Look, we ready to...
y'all both...
You know,
I really wish there was a camera. I looked up and y'all both gave me that face like, So, Miss DJ, the only thing I will say is you saying that Eve has a different opinion than the masses. I actually think her opinion is of the masses, which is where I was coming from on my opinion, saying that you should mind your business. I think you're right. She had her sorry. Y'all's faces keep distracting me. She has the right to her opinion. It's her show. Absolutely the same way that we have our show. We have the right to our opinions. Completely understand and respect that. But I also think that cover is where Nikki's at. That's all I'll say about that. That's that on that. What about you, Dustin? What stood out to you?
well, I would like to know what
Oh
she.
no, he done grabbed the iPad.
I want it to be clear. I just want to know what not everyone has a parent telling them right from wrong, and in the age of social media, it's hard to explain the difference. What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Like, I just don't understand, like, why she even added that. So obviously this hit home for her some kind of way, but it's just funny to me that she's being judgmental when in her profile picture it's a back shot.
Here we go.
Her profile picture is a back shot. So who's zooming who, girl? Moving on, child.
Oh my God. So Dustin, what'd you find on these streets?
In these streets, so don't get it fucked up. Yeah, so last week was really something else. I had a great time, doing the show last week. And in the Twitter streets, I found some things that really, made me excited. One of which was from Kia, who is Fireflies Pod. And her tweet says, purchased my ticket in September, and it seems like I've been waiting forever for December 1st. I'm so ready for Friend Zone Pod live this Friday in D.C. Can't wait to meet Fran, Assante, and Dustin. So we're excited about that, too. This Friday, we will be in Washington, D.C. live and in stereo for you niggas. So we will see you this Friday in D.C. Few minimal tickets still available at thefriendzonelive.com. Be there or be square.
And Kia's event, too.
That's
right.
Hashtag Team Typing Fast.
Yes.
Okay. Our beloved Dr. Tykia Robinson from Getting Grown Pod. We're so proud of Getting Grown Pod and how it has just made its own lane and pathway.
And they're hosting.
They're hosting our show
on Friday, which is awesome.
Yes, which we're so excited about. So you will get to meet both of them. And Kia's event is coming up soon. Shout out to hashtag Team Typing Fast.
Don't forget to check out Kia. You can actually find her on Instagram at Takia Nicole. That's Tykeia Nicole, Nicole. And she will have all the details for Typing Fast and Taking Care. It seems like we're doing a whole DC takeover since the Friend Zone's going to be there on Friday.
Right.
But Kia's event will be happening December 15th from 7 to 9 p.m. You can grab your seat at the table,
Cute.
at bit.ly/team typing fast, bit.ly/typing fast taking care DC. So that is going to be December 15th from 7 to 9. Log on to the website so you can get all the details, and that's in the DC area.
And the tickets are halfway sold out already.
Yes.
She's halfway sold.
Don't wait on that.
Do not wait.
Homegirl ain't playing. Speaking of Dr. Kia and her Twitter account, which is at nothing but treble, I want to give a shout out to at Jerry H, and shout out to her because her name is Jerry spelled Jheri, and that hit home with me because it's like the curl. So yes. But she tweeted, "Oh, what I would give to see Look at Dustin and Nothing But Treble eating chicken and dancing to Rocksteady. Friend goals."
Oh,
what a moment.
For a second, I was like, wait, what? Where'd she get that
you
from?
know where
But
that
now
was
I
going for a
remember.
minute. Yeah. Fran was like, wait a minute.
What was this visual? It's so specific.
Well, what else is she trying to see? Yes. And then our last one in these streets goes out to Pat the Supreme, who tweeted, Friend Zone, Fran, Assante, Dustin. As a New Orleans native, this makes me so proud. As a New Orleans native, I am shook by that Katie Red intro. That voice usually means catch the nearest wall and shake for dear life. And I'm at work at a coffee shop, so just picture it. Hashtag no false alarms. Shout out to you, Pat the Supreme, for understanding and validating that my time spent in New Orleans has not been for naught. And I have been affected, impacted, redirected, sometimes redacted
Oh my God.
in New Orleans.
Yes.
Bam, see?
I didn't even mean to pull that up.
And shout out to Boosie with your ignorant ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, anywho, you guys, now that we're talking about being ignorant, I'll lead the show this week. All right! Woo!
Y'all know what that means.
It's time to have some motherfucking fun.
It's a wild card episode, y'all.
That's right. This week it is a wild card episode. We look forward to this monthly to just have a good time and engage with you all on a hood level. So I would like to begin this week's episode by taking note of the fact that this week the Grammy nominations for 2018 were announced.
Grammy nomination.
Shout out to LaTroy, a.k.a. at Mr. L. Davis on Twitter, who said, Grammy nomination day, a.k.a. the day that everybody thinks they're L.A. Reid. Everybody's got an opinion on these Grammy nominations, and so we figured, well, hell, why not bring it to the podcast? So the first order of business on today's docket, shout out to T.S. Madison and Kaya. I didn't have a gavel, so I had to use my hand. The first order of business on the docket is we're actually going to dissect the big four. Everybody knows what those are, right? The big four Grammy Award categories, which is Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Album of the Year, and Best New Artiste.
Wait, before we do that, I have to shout out my friends.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, my God.
Come on with the list. Come on with the list.
Right? Because I have 5 friends that have been nominated, and that is amazing. I have to shout out Claude Kelly, Chuck Harmony, and Mike Piazza, who are like my hearts. And Mike Piazza is the engineer who's been with them since he was super young. He was like a teenager. So to see him being Grammy nominated like almost made me cry because I know how hard he's been working for this. But they are nominated for Gospel Album of the Year.
Wow.
So that's exciting. PJ Morton is nominated for R&B Song and R&B Album of the Year.
Wow.
And then James Fauntleroy, who y'all know is like my heart, he is nominated for Song of the Year. So congratulations. Hopefully they all take all of that home because they are deserving. And those are huge categories.
Huge categories.
So congratulations. I love you all. That made me really happy.
Shout out to Louis York Music getting nominated for a Grammy, because on a petty note now we can say that our theme music was produced and created by Grammy
Grammy Award winning.
Okay, Louis York Music. Let's talk about it.
Amen. Cheers to growth. Cheers to growth.
Cheers to growth and keeping your foot on the neck of the game.
For real.
That's what that's called. So on that positive note, okay, on that Candy Burris note, I would like to begin. Shout out to Shanae. Shout out to Martin in general. Remember when Shanae was at the Ladies League and she was like,
from Candy Burst note to Martin
Candy Burst to Shanae. Catch it.
Specifically.
But remember, all jokes aside. Well, I guess not, because this is a joke.
Right.
But remember when Shanae was like, I can currently be seen dancing in one of Luke's latest videos, but I don't take nothing off. Oh my Lord. I've always wanted to introduce myself by saying, I can currently be seen. I should have did it during Insecure last summer. But anyway, so, all right. So now that the Wi-Fi has finally loaded up the nominees, here are the nominees for Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Album of the Year, and Best New Artist, which are the 4 categories that we about to break down. Okay? And then we're going to do a little something special. So let's start with Record of the Year. The first song nominated is Redbone by Childish Gambino. Okay. You guys Childish Gambino fans?
I am,
yes.
Of course. All right.
Shout out to Donnie Glover.
That's who he is. That's right.
DG, if you with me.
Oh, yeah. We got the show. We ain't going nowhere. And now that Atlanta is out, Donald Glover is what? Set like a roller set. Okay?
Oh, my God.
Look, set like Spider-Man set.
Okay? Set like Ting Lotion. Okay?
Did you say Ting Lotion?
Setting lotion. You get it? Ooh. Okay. Next song, up for the category of Record of the Year, Despacito. Y'all know who it's by because we all didn't heard it enough times to have a new word for each letter in the word to represent how many times. All right.
You know people gonna say that.
Next song, The Story of OJ by Jay-Z, a.k.a. Still Nigga, which they should have put in parentheses because that's what everybody thinks the name of that song is. Right. Next song, Humble by Kendrick Lamar. Last song, 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars. So again, the nominees are Redbone by Childish Gambino, Despacito, too many people to name, The Story of OJ by Jay-Z, Humble by Kendrick Lamar, and 24 Karat Magic in the Air by Bruno Mars, who someone said looked like Ida B. Wells today on Twitter, and I almost lost my everything I had eaten for lunch. Bruno Mars looks exactly like Ida B. Wells, and I tell you, and I had to fan myself. And it's December damn near in New York. But anyway, so what's your pick?
Oh my God!
Record of the Year. What's your pick, Asante?
So I think I have it right here. I pulled it. I had to pull it up myself. So I would like for Kendrick's Humble to win.
Why?
I heard that record everywhere, and it felt like a new era of Kendrick. Like he's always gonna do what we love him to do, woke hip hop, but it was like a new level of production for Kendrick that I really fucked with. And then some of the live shit that I saw from him doing it, I was like, this could be like the shit. Like for a record, for him to do live performances of Humble, it was lit. But I feel like Bruno Mars or Despacito is gonna take it because I heard them everywhere. Like I heard Humble everywhere, but I heard Despacito.
They were monster number one
and
hits.
24 Karat in the 24 Karat all over the goddamn place. Okay. What about you, Fran?
This is Song of the Year?
Record
of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me...
Record of the Year. This is a big one, so it's a lot on your shoulders, girl.
And this is an award that goes to the artists, the producers, the recording engineer, the mixers, the master. Oh my goodness, it's a big one. Damn.
Come on with it, Fran.
This is tough.
Really tough.
Pick a side, pick a side.
Really tough.
Oh my God, and I'm like legit stuck. I mean, I might go with Humble.
You pick Humble?
There's a part of me that wants to pick 24 Karat Magic just because I love the energy of it. And I imagine them in the studio when it was coming together, how excited. Can you imagine how excited?
Yeah.
You know when you finish a song and you guys start listening back once it's been mixed and you kind of just, everyone's sitting there quiet listening back. How excited must they have been? Like, yo, we got a motherfucking record.
Hit,
like,
yes.
that is, you feel it. You feel it.
Every time it plays, it feels exactly like that, too.
Bruno Mars was probably doing parkour in the studio when they finished the song. Running all up the 24 Karat Magic. Running all up and down the damn walls. Yeah.
And remember we talked about the solfeggio frequencies in music? Like,
Yes.
I really feel like the frequencies in this song have to be really, like, the hertz for it have to be on the side of, like,
You probably can see them
straight up,
motherfuckers.
like, straight up happiness.
Yes.
Because it just feels good every time. And I don't like listen to his album, but when it comes on, I'm always happy about it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. I think I'm going to give it to Kendrick because I just like Kendrick. And I want him to be praised more. That's really it. I like his messages. I just like him.
Especially that record, for it to be called Humble and then to talk your shit.
Right. Yeah. So I think that's my vote.
Okay, so I think what is going to win is going to be Despacito.
Oh, I mean.
I think what should win, or what I would like, I'm not going to say what should win, because if I have to pick a song on this list that deserves it when I think about who gets the award, so the artists, the producers, like you said, Fran, the recording engineers, the mixers, I really think about the chemistry you have to have as an artist and a producer. And so I think about like the substance in the song, right? And so with that being said,
all the layers to it.
Yeah, I think that Jay-Z and No ID just made magic when they made the story of OJ.
I mean, true.
And I would love to see a song about what that song is about, and you niggas got to listen to it. I'm not going to tell you, but I would love to see a song about what that song is about, get that kind of visibility. So if I had to just put my hand in the pot and pick, I would pick The Story of OJ by Jay-Z. I would love to see Kendrick win, and there's a high possibility that he will win because he's a Grammy darling.
Aw.
They decorate him. Think about how much To Pimp a Butterfly won. You know what I mean? The Grammys fuck with Kendrick, hard body. So he may win it, but I think that Despacito will win it if they base it on performance, all that kind of stuff, And
What I would say that would be dope if Jay-Z wins is that this is his most honest album in a while. And for someone to be rewarded for it, since the industry is all about, like, what can I do that'll get rewarded? Like, that's just kind of the formula people follow. If that starts a trend of people being more honest in their music, I will be happy about that. That would be a great ripple effect. So that's something to consider, too. I like looking at ripple effects.
I also just would like for Jay-Z to win based on him being like, dad. So to watch.
True. And showing that there's no age limit to like your rap career. Like the article that Andre 3000 dropped on GQ where he said he doesn't want to come out because he feels like the magic is kind of lost after a while. What he say, hip hop is like for fresh thought and fresh concepts. And the fact that he doesn't think he is freshness personified. But I mean, that's how it goes. I get it. We'll do an episode on aging soon.
All right, album of the year. let's just get straight to the shit.
Oh, fuck.
Awaken My Love by Childish Gambino.
Damn.
444 by Jay-Z. Damn by Kendrick Lamar. Melodrama by Lord. And 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars.
It's crazy. It's like the same.
Same people.
Right.
Asante.
Okay, well, so I don't want to start this one. Fran, you should start this one.
His album?
Album of the year.
Jesus. I'm going to give it to Jay-Z. For the exact reason that I just said. Because I'm excited about the ripple effect that would create in people's artistry. And people feeling excited to just speak about where they're at.
Yeah.
And not worry about how it's taken and if it's going to fit, if they're going to get money. You know, like, those are the things that stop people. And usually people feel pressured to make, like, formula chasing music. So that'd be really nice.
Who shouldn't win, Fran?
You know I'm not going to answer that. You know my heart can't answer that.
Because I'm going to tell you who when the mic come on around.
I know who you about to
when
say.
When the mic come on around the mountain when it comes.
Exactly who you about. I can just read it off your eyes looking at your screen.
You already know. Come on, Asante.
I'm going to have to just agree and go with 444. Just because as a project and outside of the visuals that came with it and, like, it was, I don't know, maybe because it's Jay-Z and Beyonce, like, they just have this perfect art of telling a story with the project that, like, no other. I feel like Jay-Z did that. Like, it is an actual shoe-in, I feel like, for Album of the Year. I don't feel like people are going to pick Childish Gambino for the Album of the Year, even though it was a good.
I feel like he low-key would win, though.
Really?
I would feel like he might be the darling this year.
Really?
Because I think they're going to look at him as a whole, like cultural influence, like his show, the movies, and, you know, that's what I think.
I mean, you literally just told my pick for
really?
for who is going to win.
Right, because there's a difference.
Yes, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say Childish Gambino, like that project when it came out, it was a completely like different sound for him, and then he did really cool visuals for it. I even remember he did this thing where there was the app that accompanied like the VR viewer. This was like last year, yeah, watching it. So I think it would be dope for him to win that. But
that's why he ain't been to the barber shop. He been cooking in the kitchen. That must be why. Go ahead.
You're not putting on deodorant. Not even loan. Okay. Yeah, but I feel like they're probably going to give it to, like, Bruno Mars. His project was good. But I don't know if Kendrick will get it. Album of the Year, and I like Kendrick's album, too.
That's a big one.
I did not even listen to Lord.
Well, I actually listened to every album on this list. I can say that. On this list, the album of the year nominees, I listened to each one. And not even trying. They just happened to be albums that I had listened to, right? And so this award goes to the artists and to featured artists, songwriters of new material, producers, engineers, mixers, mastering engineers credited with at least 1/3 of playing time of the album, if other than the artist, right? Just had to put that out there so people know who's getting the gold. Now, I think that the Grammys are going to pull it like they always do. And they're going to feel like they're being diverse by giving it to Childish Gambino. And as you said, Fran, which is what I was going to mention specifically, they're going to look at him as a total whole. And like his celebrity, him winning the Golden Globe, him winning an Emmy. They're going to look at all of that. And I think that push will be there. Great for him. You know what I'm saying? Keep it rolling. Keep the train of good run going, right? But who I think should win, since we're talking about an album, the most cohesive album on this list for me is 444 from Jay-Z. It's the album on the list that has the most of a concept. You know what I'm saying? It's the album on this list that is, it's just the most substantive. It's rooted. It literally tells a story from the beginning to the end. It's extremely personal. The packaging is minimal. Everything is just perfect. The rollout was perfect. It was handled perfectly. We haven't been beaten over the heads with it, but it's still been everywhere you look. I just really feel like if we're talking about an album and something being cohesive, okay, and coming full circle, I'm going with 444.
Is that a unanimous decision? Did we all agree on something?
I think we did.
I think that's the first time that's ever happened.
So that we rooting for you, Sean Carter. All right, song of the year. Let's keep this moving. Goes to the songwriters. A song is eligible if it was
My
released.
faves.
Yeah,
This
baby.
is my favorite award. Dream award right there.
Exactly. Singles or tracks only. Let's go. Song of the year. Despacito. 444. Issues from Julia Michaels. 1-800-273-8255 from Alicia Cara. And That's What I Like
What?
from
What
Bruno
song is
Mars. Mm-hmm.
And this one goes to whom?
The songwriters.
Despacito's gonna win.
Right.
I
It was
mean,
catchy
it's
as
just
fuck.
it's like that was the hook of the year. So they're gonna win. There's no
It
question.
does. The only thing that is kind of pushing me and nudging me is Issues by Julia Michaels. And not just because I love that song,
Mm-hmm.
but Homegirl was like a powerhouse songwriter before she became an artist.
Mm.
So there's going to be some respect there. You know what I mean?
Right.
From the Academy that I think, I don't know though, because Bruno Mars.
Because Bruno Mars. That's what I was thinking about too.
But not for That's What I Like. I don't think the Academy is going to fuck with That's What I Like. Actually, That's What I Like is probably the only Bruno Mars song that I like. Isn't that ironic? The song called That's What I Like is the only one by
That's
him
the
that I
James
actually like.
Fauntleroy one.
Yep.
Well, I know what I want to
And
win.
I'm also thinking about kids too. Like, you know, that like if Kids Bop was still a thing, them commercials, I'm sure That's What I Like would have been in the damn Kids Bop commercial. Like, that's just how hard it went. It was
Did you
played.
see? Shout out
stuck
to
in my
James
head. I'm like,
Fauntleroy.
what the fuck?
Shout out to James
Because
Fauntleroy.
he knows magic.
Yes.
Well, there you have it. So I'm
That's who
fine with
I
it
want
going
to
to Bruno
win.
Mars.
Obviously,
Yeah.
because I want him to win.
I'm fine with
I
it.
just feel like that is the song. And I don't even care for that song like that, but it's undeniable.
It is.
Like, I just found myself, gonna be shining so bright. And then all of a sudden I know all the words and I'm in the video and
You
that's
know,
what I like.
and I'm like, yo, I never tried to memorize this song. That's the craziest
right.
part.
That's why I went from mumbling to knowing the words. It's like, damn, where did I learn all these words?
You
for this
know I
song?
like to grind.
Oh, God.
And it's one of them songs where you grab somebody around their waist and go to work at the party. And I appreciate it for that alone. So James Fauntleroy,
Sensei.
thank you.
Sensei, right? Congratulations in advance.
Yes.
Okay.
So we might as well just move on down the street to Best New Artist. The last of the four.
I'm so
All right.
childish.
Best New Artist. It's very simple who this award goes to. It's self-explanatory. So here's the nominees. Alicia Cara,
Gotta.
Khalid, Lil Uzi Vert, Fran. Lil Uzi Vert is nominated. Sophia Petrillo is going to the Grammys. Julia Michaels and SZA.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Best new artist.
BNA.
I will say something, though.
Yes.
You guys have heard of the best new artist curse, right?
Yes, I have.
Where the one who truly is the best new artist rarely gets it, and the one that does get it, you like never hear from them again.
See, also,
Obviously, it doesn't happen
Esperanza.
every year, but it tends to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you making that face?
Because I was thinking about who I said, well, I know who probably going to win.
Oh, stop. Let's not jinx nobody.
You brought it up. I want to. So I was like, well, never mind. I ain't going to say that.
No, you didn't. I would love, it would be interesting. Okay, I don't,
Best New
you
Artist,
see how I'm like
Fran.
tongue tied.
Best New Artist. This is a huge, to me, let me just say this before you answer. If I was like an artist, this would be
gosh.
an award that I would like be so excited if I won. Because
Of
to me, this is like
course.
the award to win as a new
And
artist.
saying you're the groundbreaking cool kid of the block. Like,
This is
that's
like,
what it feels like.
can y'all imagine if Cardi would have got nominated?
I mean, that would have been super cute.
Yeah, but anyway.
Best year ever. Shit. So SZA, Uzi.
Alicia Cara, Julia Michaels.
Khalid.
Yep.
Damn. You know what's weird? That SZA's on this list because she ain't new.
No.
Right.
I guess she's new to mass
I
or
think, yeah.
mainstream.
I think this is like her final, like her project.
Right. Like that
her in
was
there.
right.
Who do you want to see get it? Versus who do you think?
I'm gonna give it to SZA.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to SZA. I like SZA.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she's worked hard. In my book, she's been consistent.
Mm-hmm.
I like that even though we joke that she has the indie girl accent, bananas. My kitchen. But we joke, but I love everything about her. I think she's interesting. She's different.
Yes.
Which to me, I look for, even if I don't connect with everything that she's on, but I can appreciate her. And so I'm going to give it to her.
Yeah.
I would love to give it to Uzi because I think he's adorable, but I also don't know. I don't know.
You don't know how deep the pool is. They're like, is it a kiddie pool or the deep end?
I would love for Uzi to have good news.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because
Yes.
he seems like he's really down.
Yes.
I would love for him to feel loved and appreciated and praised. Who knows how that would change the trajectory of his drug use. And, you never know. Like, little things like that can either set someone off in a good direction and different direction. I don't know. So in that sense, on a human level, I would love for him to be praised. But if we're talking about music, I'm going to give it to SZA.
Asante.
I completely agree with you for SZA. I love her. She is amazing. I've listened to past projects of hers that I still fuck up to this day listening to.
Yes.
So to even watch her growth as an artist is just amazing. So I would love for her to get it. But I also would love to give it to Lil Uzi Vert. I'm an avid listener of his music as well. And, just hoping that he don't really praise the devil. I just think it would be really cute. Just as an artist, watching him perform, he's so charismatic. Like, he's like hip hop sweetheart to me right now.
True.
So, like, I think it would be like watching him on TRL do the little fucking shoulder shimmy
Yes.
and go viral that way. And then just him doing the remix with Nicki Minaj. I was listening to a song today that T-Pain did. And I was like, I think that Uzi and Sean and all these people should get on this remix because I feel like Uzi is one of those artists. He can deliver tracks, he can deliver projects, and he can go on other people's shit and kill it. Even that dumbass verse he put on Bad and Bougie, you still remember all that dumbass shit he said. You still remember going, ooh, like on a track.
I didn't hate it as much as people did.
Exactly. So you see what I'm saying. So Uzi, he's hip hop sweetheart to me right now. I would love to watch
Hip hop sweetheart. That is so funny.
Right, because that ain't even a fucking thing, but he just kind of...
But he is that.
He is that. So it would be cute to watch him win, but I really would love... I don't even care about who I think is going to win. I really would love for him or SZA to win, because I think that if SZA walked away with that, she would have so much more confidence, because she already is just a powerhouse and she don't even realize it. She's a fucking rock star when she goes out there.
Totally.
The things that she wants to do in performances and does do, it's just kind of like, wow, this is like some shit ain't nobody fucking with right now. So I would be pleased with either of those. What about you, Dustin? Say you.
I think SZA deserves to win, and I think SZA is going to win Best New Artist.
Aww.
I'm
Yes.
very confident that she's going to win. I love her album Control, and I just think she deserves it. She's really, really talented.
Yes.
And to me, of the list that they have given us to decide who should win, she's literally the best of this list when I look at their artistry, when I look at their contribution,
Yes.
when I look at what they've presented as singles, when I look at everything. She's literally the cream of this crop. So I want her to win, and I really feel confident that she can beat everybody in that list. Who I would be excited to see win would be Lil Uzi Vert, because he's a rapper, he's black.
And he's cute.
I'd be happy if he won. I wouldn't be disappointed. A part of me would be disappointed and sad for SZA because I want her to win, but I wouldn't be mad if Uzi won. Same
Right.
for her. Pretty much everybody else in the category. Like, I take that back.
Oh, God.
But no, actually, yeah.
Look at this dilemma.
Because I love
Indian
Issues by
given
Julia
this.
Michaels, but not enough to say, girl, you the best
Over
new
everyone
artist.
else,
Like,
yeah.
get out of here. Because I got a whole album of the Issues from SZA. You know what I'm saying? So I'm straight. SZA. SZA gets my pick.
You know what I appreciate about SZA too? Her look.
Absolutely.
I love artists that come in with a look that you don't see,
And stick to it.
because it's not easy. It's different now. I think artists are taking more chances.
Mm-hmm.
But you also notice even within the taking more chances, they all look alike. Like rappers right now all look alike. Like
Yes.
it was a different look to have like rainbow colored locks or,
Right,
or like
right.
locks period or tats on your face. And now it's the
Everyone got
uniform.
Commonplace.
So I appreciate that she came in and her hair, and she wears like athleisure,
Overalls and shit.
you know,
right,
and
rip away pants
with like emo gothic boots, and
Yes.
that's
And the
cool.
Reed tour jackets.
And the Reed tour jackets, right, with the big hair, and I just think that's cool. I
Me
love
too.
that.
And Fran, you bring up a really good point about everybody looking alike now, because some of these niggas, you got to clean your glasses to see who the hell it is. Extentaciones or whatever. And who else? What's the other weird looking ass nigga that?
Lil Yachty?
Lil Red. No,
Lil-
what is it? Red.
All the Lils.
Trippy Red.
Trippy Red.
All the Lils. All of them.
Lil
Even
Pump.
Bow Wow. All the
Trippy Red.
Lils.
Lil Pump. Lil Pump.
Yeah, they all
You
look
know Lil
alike.
Pump.
Gucci gang,
my
Gucci gang,
favorite.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Ooh.
Spent 3 racks on a new rent.
Lil Pump.
Y'all know that's my dude. I don't know why. What is it?
It's
I need to
that
go to
music,
church.
and it's the cadence of that. You know what I'm saying?
already
Gucci
there
gang,
when the
Gucci gang,
records
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci. They could make a Christian song out of that.
No, my beard like cocaine.
Bobble gang, bobble gang, bobble
Right.
gang, bobble gang, bobble gang, bobble gang, bobble gang. Whoo.
Pearly gates, pearly gates, pearly gates.
Not
Pearly
pearly
gates, pearly
gay.
gates, pearly gates. Yeah. Anyway, so now that we got that shit out of the way, let's have a little fun, right?
Uh-oh.
Because it was so boring and such a chore to go through their choices. So let's make our own damn choices. I feel like now that award season is upon us, we're gonna opine each and every time. We're gonna get our voices out there and speak a little louder. So we're gonna give you guys the Frammys. Okay?
The Frammy.
We're gonna give you the Frammys, which is the Friend Zone's choices. Okay? For Song of the Year, Album of the Year, Artist of the Year, not Best New Artist or Best Old Artist, both. We doing both, like Phaedra said Shamia did. So, we're gonna do Song of the Year, Album of the Year, and Artist of the Year. And then I got a little something extra on the petty note, but that's a little later.
Oh no.
So let's go, you guys. The shout out to the Frammys. Let's go. We're going to do the Froscars after the first of the year, so get ready for those. But Frammy, Song of the Year. What songs do you think should be nominated for Song of the Year? Give me 3 songs.
What? I need to
Boom.
look
Pull
at
up
my
your title.
Spotify.
Pull up your
right?
Spotify. Pull up your Apple Music. We're going to work today. You finally got
Pull
a
up your
chance.
title.
You finally got a
I ain't
chance.
gonna pull up to my iTunes like that.
And obviously we're not. Okay, is this based on
This is your choice
Okay.
completely. Song
regardless
of the year.
if they made the cutoff date?
Regardless of really even what year it came out. What's your song of the year?
Oh wait.
Go off.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be from this year?
Song of the year for you this year. It could be a song that
Oh,
spoke
okay.
to you
so it
this
is
year.
From this year. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna go with Jordan Rakai. Why are you laughing?
Because I just thought about my song of the year, because it's going to be ridiculous. I'm just going to answer all these.
Jordan Rakai, man, he really is someone I listen to a lot. Like, I would stand to say I listen to him on a daily basis at this point. His last name is Rakei, for those of you who want to look him up. He has a song.
Check him out.
Yeah, he has a song called May that just affects me emotionally every time I hear it. You know, when that song was like that dopamine release, you're like, but it's like a good dopamine. It's just like a chill dopamine. He just feels good. So I really wish he was just even like acknowledged. You know, sometimes
Yeah.
it breaks my heart. Like, I'm like, how do we get more people acknowledged? But I understand it's just a game.
You said it's called M-A-Y, man?
Yeah, May, Jordan Rakai. I give him Song of the Year.
All right. Asante, what's your choice?
This is going to be really corny, but India Shawn's Galaxies.
Oh, my booby.
I played a lot of that song this year, any fucking way. So
I just want her to win anything.
anything.
Right. She
Any and
deserves
everything.
Okay, I'm giving my awards to people that actually do deserve it.
Yes.
I am too. And that being said, Song of the Year, my nominee is going to be none other than Cash Doll for anybody,
knew Cash
for
Doll was
everybody.
happening.
I picked this song because right now, with everything that's going on in the world and in the media, with women's rights, you know what I'm saying? I just felt like it was a good time for somebody to represent for the fucking females. And in the way that Cash Doll does, you know what I'm saying? She made a song about how these niggas are for everybody.
Oh, my God.
And she showed you what it looks like when a mistress and a wife have a dialogue about it. Not an argument.
Oh, interesting.
Not an argument.
What is
a
it called?
dialogue. It's called For Everybody.
I sound like an old woman. What is this called?
What's the name of that?
This song is called For
Where
Everybody.
can I hear it?
And
to the tunes of our...
that's right. I just want to be clear and let the listeners in on one simple thing. The Frammys are actual awards
Frammys. I can't stop laughing every time he says it.
that we're going to post as a poll on our Twitter account.
Oh, shit. You know
And
mine's
let
going to
you
lose
guys-
cash, though.
We're going to let you guys decide who gets the Frammy. All right? So, again, the nominees for Song of the Year for the Frammys are Jordan Rakai, May. India Shawn, Galaxies.
My booby.
Cash Doll, For Everybody.
Shit, I might vote against myself on this one.
All right. Album of the Year.
Oh, my God. Album of the year.
Let's go, everybody.
Who came
What's
out
your
this
choice
year?
for Album of the Year?
Who came out this year?
I can't even scroll.
You have to pick a choice for Album of the Year. What album spoke to you the most this year? What album released this year do you feel deserves to be highlighted on a grand stage of the Frammys?
But give me ideas. Who came out? I legit don't even know what albums came out this
Right,
year.
music moves so damn
Because I just be
fast.
listening and not even keeping track.
You had albums that came out this year from Mary J. Blige. You had albums that came out this year from Jaden Smith. You had albums that came out this year
Tyler the Creator
from
dropped
Tyler
the album.
the Creator.
Oh, Tyler.
That was a good
That was a
album.
really good album. Shit.
You know, 2 Chainz,
Gucci Mane.
Pretty Girls Like Trap Music. Gucci Mane dropped like 3 projects this year.
Little
Kalila.
Dragon dropped, right?
Little Dragon.
Oh, shit.
Tamar Braxton. Why did it get quiet in there? Who else came out with something? I sound like Fran now. Janae Aiko.
Oh!
Keisha Cole. I should say it like Hillary Clinton. Keisha Cole.
Who else? No, that came out so wrong. I just meant, like, who else?
Nobody thought that's how you said it.
Mary J. Blige.
You practicing to be MC Light?
Yeah.
What award show is that MC Light?
Mary J. Blige.
What award show is that MC Light always does?
The BET Awards?
It's BET.
The hip-hop. Is it the hip-hop award?
It's all them BET Awards. MC Light be all over it.
Welcome
Like-
to the 2017 BET Hip Hop Awards. It's your girl MC Light, hosted by
Cardi B. You be like,
You know,
Leslie
MC Light
Jones.
popped up in one of my favorite drug cartel shows as like a kingpin. I was like, what the fuck?
I bet she served it though. What show was it?
Queen of the South.
Oh, on
She's
what is
in
it, season 2?
Yeah.
I gotta catch up on
She
it.
popped up
just to watch that.
with all them guns. I was like, oh shit.
it was like when what's her name
I
was
was
on
like, well,
Power.
go ahead.
What's her name was on
Anika
Power?
Noni
Yeah,
was-
with her legs open. What was her name on
Oh
Power?
my God.
Remember she always
I-
sat with her
you're
elbows on her knees. Every time you seen her, she was sitting with her elbows
Power.
on her knees. Yeah.
I always think of you when I think of that pose.
So here come MC Light busting through.
Oh, shit.
So okay, anyway, so album of the year, y'all. You got to pick one. Let's go.
You know
album
what?
of the year.
I'm going to give it to Miguel before I even hear it.
Ooh.
Boom. That's
There you
mine.
go.
And the thing is,
That's
the
roulette
listeners
right
will
there.
even be able to vote because his album comes out this Friday.
Yep.
So by the time this is a thing, we'll have an answer.
Oh, yeah. See? I'm going to give it to him.
So Miguel's War Times Leisure album.
And he's on tour with Sir opening,
Yes.
which is insane. Y'all
Sidebar, we
know
going.
how,
And
right. You
the
know how
Nonchalant
much I love
Savant.
Sir.
Yes.
His brother,
Yep. Ain't
which
that
is
crazy?
so cool, man. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Okay, so Friend's pick is Miguel. What say you, Asante?
I'm going to be a little unconventional. I'm going to pick Drake's More Life mixtape.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
Because there were tons of tracks on there. I am actually a Drake fan, and I'm missing Drake right now. So More Life was a bop, and still bop. I played More Life in fucking Barbados. So shout out to Drake.
More Life really did go off, too.
What say
okay.
you, Mr. Ross?
Album of the year, I'm going to go ahead and give it to SZA.
Yes.
SZA for Control. Just because she stuck to her theme and took all the rest of the letters out of Control. So it's just like letters for her name and letters for the album. And to me, that's consistency. So I'm going to give it to SZA because it was a cohesive body of work. I feel like it was a youthful take on women's perspectives in relationships, and it was something that was very authentic and resonated with a whole lot of niggas around the world. And so I just think it deserves a highlight. I'm gonna give it to SZA. So album of the year is gonna go between Miguel's War and Leisure. Because Fran is next, you know what I'm saying, and always a step ahead of us niggas. Then we got Drake's More Life, and we have SZA's Control.
When did Rihanna drop?
2 years ago. Remember, Anti was supposed to get last year.
Oh shit! I'm like, when did Rihanna drop?
Okay.
I was confused
when
about
I tell you I have
Solange.
no track of time. Oh yeah.
I was confused when I didn't see her nominated for anything, and everybody told me her album was a day beyond or whatever the cutoff
Oh,
day
she
was.
missed the cutoff.
And I was
Some
over
bullshit.
it. She won a Grammy for Cranes in the Sky, but the album, which there's never been a more albumy album. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
for
saying?
real.
Yeah, that deserved more. So
That was an album that I don't think you know how you rarely see an album where it's getting praise all over? Like, there's always people that are like, I don't get what the big deal is. You know, there's always that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see anyone talking about her album like that. Everyone loved it.
everybody,
It was crazy.
even the
Even-
haters.
Everyone
I was
loved
about to say,
it.
even niggas. Like, I know some,
Like, I'd never seen that kind of response.
I know some dudes that was like, I don't like what the fuck she talking about for some of that shit, but it's hard. I was like, that's right, you got to respect it.
Right.
All right, so the last award is Artist of the Year, you guys. Who's your pick? Overall Artist of the Year who you feel like needs to be recognized for whatever reason with the Frammy. Now, it's a big deal, and y'all got to treat it as such.
Artist of the Year.
Artist of the Year, 2017.
And this don't mean that they're new, right?
Nope, they could be
It's
an
just
old
who
artist
made
that had
an
a good
impact.
year to you in music this year.
Who made
You
an
know what?
impact?
I should have put, okay, so I want to change.
Back, no take backs.
No, you took that earlier.
Why I didn't take back none of these?
Okay, that's different. It
These
don't
the
matter.
Frammys.
No, for my song, I want to make my song Baka Not Nice.
That's no.
Live up to my name.
No. Only
'Cause, you know,
talk
I
to
kept
bosses,
playing-
not the second.
I kept playing the
man.
fuck out of that. No, for my Artist of the Year, I want to give it to India Shawn because this was the 5th year.
Booby.
This was the 5-year anniversary for Origin.
Yep.
Which was
Sure
a
was.
fire-ass project.
Sure
So
was.
that fire-ass project, and then it's album of the year.
Yep.
So that means that John Key wins, who has worked up with Solange, like all these people that have worked.
No, this is just artist.
Oh, this is
Album
just
of the year, you
artist?
picked More Life.
Oh, well, since it's just artist, India deserves it all on her own.
Yep.
So India Shawn and everything that she has done, I feel, and everything that she is going to do, she's written for a lot of your faves.
Yes, she has.
And people that y'all will never even know probably, but she can also sing her fucking ass off.
Off.
And has the jams, the tunes.
And she fine.
And she's fine.
I love her.
Love
Okay,
her.
so Francesca. Who's your Artist of the Year?
Maybe Daniel Caesar.
Daniel Caesar Salad. Yes,
With
Daniel
the
Caesar.
anchovies.
I really think he's super talented. I love his writing. Even though I do think he's getting praised. Like, you see him being mentioned. He had that appearance with Chance. What was that, SNL? I think it was
I'm not
SNL. Where they did like an acoustic set with a choir. And
And then he just performed part of the medley on the award show.
right. Oh, he was part of the Cypher, right?
Mhm.
Right. So I'm a huge fan of his. It's either him or my homie Xavier Omar. So I don't know.
Yes.
I'll do a tie.
So
I wanna-
Since it's the Frammys.
Since it's the Frammys, I wanted to give Xavier Omar Album of the Year for Hours Spent Loving You, because that is a project that
Please
still
listen
to
to
this
that if you
fucking
haven't.
day,
Those
him
of
and
you
Sango.
listening. Yes.
Look that up.
Ugh,
Bops.
God, he's good. I cannot wait to see him in DC.
this is a tough one for
okay.
me. This is a really tough one for me. Because there's so many people that I want to pick. But as far as an artist, to me, in 2017, it's so hard for me to say this. But whatever. I'm going to give it to Cardiff B. for Artist of the Year.
True, though.
I'm going to go on and give it
I mean,
to
who
her.
have the most impact,
You know,
at the end of the day.
And for nothing else, for this reason right here, which is also why I was thinking about giving it to Offset, but I'm not. I'm going to give it to her instead because we knew him. We didn't know her.
Right.
I felt like Cardi is a person who rolled with the punches and learned as she went. And for some people, when they're not working with the strongest foundation, you know what I'm saying? That is saying something. For somebody to be thrust into an industry that they don't know anything about and still remain authentic, but also still be aware of like industry politics or aware of the importance of carrying herself a certain way, aware of the importance of delivering a message in her own voice or in her own way, but making sure that she's talking about something. When she has her rants on Instagram, she's talking about women's rights. She's talking about the slave trade in Libya. She's talking about all this stuff. Yeah, it might be full of expletives and nail art, but she's making a good point. You know what I'm saying? She's making a good point. And so I'm gonna give it to Cardi B. I feel like her glow up, shout out to an episode a few weeks ago, has been amazing to witness. I want to see more for her, and although it's cliche for me to choose her, I'm doing it anyway, and I'm sticking by it. And like Monique told Larissa Boots, okay, on Charm School, and I'm staying strong on it. So that's what I'm gonna do on my choice.
You know what? She's another one that her style excites me.
Yes.
She brings the fun back into the music industry, because I think for a while the music industry got very like anti-glam, you know, and or maybe that's more so on the men's side, maybe not the women, but she's exciting. I find her style exciting. You don't know what the hell she's gonna wear.
I mean, even think about back in the day when hip hop, like, I hate to say this, even like Eve would show up in like the Rough Riders jackets and shit like that.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, you know,
Dustin.
fashion for people in hip hop, but like now everybody will dress up and be like, oh, let me put on a 90 or something like that. Which
And
is
usually
cool.
people wear a leotard.
I haven't heard of 90 in years, but you are exactly right.
Like, that's how they be doing it. It's like, they just like, I'm gonna just throw on this 90 and go out there and spit some bars. It's like, no, bitch, you should throw on like a
Or everyone
crazy
does the
ass-
leotard, which
Oh,
has become the industry standard.
Yes.
Throw on a sparkly leotard with some thigh-high boots and like a long ponytail or something.
Or a colored wig, a Crayola wig.
Or right, with bangs, with the blunt bangs.
Yeah.
Like, it's a look. So I just like people that make it exciting. Like, I think as an artist, you should have fun. This is a fun industry. Come
Yes.
out with something ridiculous. That's why I always love Diana Ross, because she was ridiculous.
Yes.
Yep.
And so what I do like about Cardi, obviously not comparing Diana Ross and Cardi's style.
No, go ahead and do it.
No, because y'all, you know how the internet is. No, she did not compare the Supremes.
Brandon lost her goddamn mind.
I know Tracy Ellis
Yeah.
Ross has been singing Cardi B. Look, mom.
But I just think it's fun. I like that she's having fun. I think that's exciting.
Shout out to Tiffany Haddish, who tweeted a couple of days
Oh,
ago.
yeah, with Barbara Streisand.
She was with Barbara Streisand, and she taught her about Cardi B. And then Barbara
So
was with
cute.
the shits. You know Barbara low-key be with the shit.
Yes.
But she tweeted back like, you did, sis. Thank you, B.
Oh,
And
my
she was so
God.
cute. So,
Shout out to Cardi, man.
Exactly.
Legend Barbra Streisand.
All right, y'all. So we're going to post these categories on Let the People Decide
Oh, my God.
who the winner is. Song of the Year, May by Jordan Rakai.
And please listen to the songs if you don't know them. Be
you
fair.
have to. You have to. That's why we only
This ain't a
did 3.
popularity contest.
Right.
You know, we only did 3. And went overload y'all. So Galaxies by India Shawn and For Everybody by Cash Doll. Album of the Year, Warren Leisure by Miguel. More Life by Drake. And
Laughing at my Miguel.
Control by SZA. Artist of the Year, India Shawn, Daniel Caesar, and Cardiff B.
Cardi.
So those are the Frammys, y'all. This is fun. This is fun. We had fun. Shout out to
Wild card
everybody.
episode.
You know, when like 52 cards went out, I'm through dealing. Let's move on to the well, and the another well of the wellness segment. Fran,
All right.
it's all yours.
Okay, so the temperatures are starting to drop, at least here in New York. I don't know where you are
Yes.
listening to this show, because obviously this is a global show. No, you didn't. Nail emoji. No, but I'm talking to those of you who are experiencing the Arctic blast that is starting to show up. So I, the other day, was putting on my concoction to keep my skin hydrated and moisturized. And then I was like, wait a minute, I hadn't talked about this on the show yet. So I want to tell you guys about putting on avocado oil before you put on your lotion. Trust me.
Can I apply it in the shower?
You can, but
Should
I
not.
think it'll penetrate better. It does penetrate better on damp skin, so water does help it. So if you want to do it with like an exfoliating glove, you know what I mean? Because the thing about the shower is you don't want it to become like a slick over your skin, so you don't actually get clean, if that
Right.
makes sense. The oil becomes like a sealant.
I mean, like after, when you're in the gym and you.
Yeah, if you want to shower first, get everything off, exfoliate your skin with those gloves. You guys know I always talk about those gloves, or the Salox cloth. You hear me, cloth?
Yes.
The cloth. Once you get all that dead skin off the top layer, then on damp skin, you put avocado oil. And the reason that avocado oil works so well, obviously people have different skin types. For me personally, I don't know about you guys, I have dry skin already. And then when it's cold, it just gets drier. And I'm, getting older, so I have mature skin.
Girl, shut your mouth.
But it has these, there's linoleic acid and then there's oleic acid. Linoleic acid is an essential. Oleic acid is non-essential, meaning your body produces it, but sometimes, like for me, my body doesn't produce enough of it, so my skin tends to be dry. So I need a topical application of the oleic acid. And oleic tends to work really well for people with dry skin. Like that's, if you are looking for an oil for your face and you have dry skin, or oil for your body, and mind you, I'm talking about the body for this in particular. You want to make sure that it has a high percentage of oleic acid, OLEIC, when you are looking for which oil to use. If you are oily already and acne prone, you want to look for an oil that is high in linoleic acid. So just two acids to think about when you are trying to figure out like what's actually going to moisturize my skin. Because you know how sometimes you just put on whatever and then your skin is still dry.
Right.
And it's just sort of like a waste. It's not actually penetrating. It's not moisturizing. So what I do is, like I said, exfoliate in the shower on damp skin. Put the avocado oil. My personal fave is from the Now brand. You can find it on Amazon. It's at on the shelves at Whole Foods. The Now brand's avocado oil, you put it on a nice little layer from the neck down. Obviously, your face is a little bit different, so a little more sensitive. Put that from the neck down, and then whatever your lotion is, you put that on top of the oil. And that's what I do. And it works amazingly well. You can touch my skin, and it's always like really soft and really moisturized and hydrated regardless of the temperatures outside. So it's something to consider if you're trying to figure out, like, how can I combat these harsh, winter temps that are coming up and stay looking glowy and dewy and tropical.
So I have
That's
a question.
the way to do it. Mm-hmm.
I'm allergic to avocado, right? And
Ooh,
so
okay.
Does that mean, A, that I cannot use the oil either? Because I'm allergic when I eat it. So does that mean I can't use the oil? And if so, is there an alternative oil that I can use that'll give me like the same basic effect?
Absolutely. Okay. I would suggest what you should do is look up oleic oils that are high, well, depending on your skin type, because I don't even know if you have dry skin.
Well, I like to just make sure that I'm moisturized, especially in winter months anyway. I grew up, my mom was of the, cover you in Vaseline tribe.
Right.
So I was the kid that the bug would fly on me and get stuck in my leg, stuck in the Vaseline on my leg.
Dude.
Yeah. So's the bug.
I mean, look up oleic. Another really good one is rose hip. That's another really good one that I'm sure your body would love. And I just feel like rosehip is actually really good for the face too. My
I love
personal
hips to the face. This is perfect for me.
I'm dead.
Going there.
For the face, I would suggest, like I said, it's based on your skin type. So if you have oily or acne prone skin, look up linoleic oils that are high in that. But for me, I have, like I said, mine is a little drier and more normal, or would be considered normal. Then I'll use like a rose hip. I use apricot oil. They're a little bit like more velvety and like drier, so it depends. It depends on what you need. But I definitely, if you can't do avocado, I would suggest doing rose hip. That'd be really nice. Or you could even try the apricot too. The apricot, and now the Now brand sells all of that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hook me up with a text, baby. Thank you so much.
The Now one, and apricot oil is a game changer. Like, that's the oil I use on my face when in the wintertime and like the colder temps. Apricot on my face, avocado on my body. The apricot on its own is fine. I don't add anything else on top of that. Remember I told you guys I had bought the Mad Hippie brand. I tried their moisturizer. It did not work for me. The cleanser, the vitamin C serum, perfect. My face loved it. But the cream, the face cream from Moisture, I was trying to see if it was better than my apricot oil, just to see if I could get more moisture, more hydration. It didn't. I felt really dry, so it's not for my skin type. I got a lot of emails though. People were like, yo, the Mad Hippie line is the shit. Like, thank you. It's working so well. So I'm glad it's working for a lot of you. Some of you also hit me and were like, I agree. the at least as far as the face cream from Moisture, it just wasn't it. So I went right back to my apricot oil. And for now, I'm just going to stick to that. I did order this brand. It's a little bit high end. It's called Tata Harper.
I like it already. Tatas.
Okay.
And it's high end. It's all natural. And, it's such good ingredients. Oh, my God. So it's made in Vermont. Right. Stop. So I just ordered it. That's like the only thing I splurged on during these sales for like Black Friday and Cyber Monday. All skincare. So I splurged on that. I'll definitely give you guys an update on if those are worth it, because they're fucking expensive. It's crazy. I won't even tell y'all. Y'all just have to look up on the site and roll your eyes at me secretly.
Girl.
Just roll your eyes at me secretly. Don't even tweet me
Look,
about
you had
it.
to do what you had to do, okay?
I love skincare. It's just my thing. But I'll definitely give you guys an update on that. But yeah, just something to try for those of you that are trying to figure out your skincare. And remember, I'm talking about the body, not your face. When I'm talking about the avocado, for my face, it's apricot. So don't get all broken out and then tweet me saying, I don't know, Fran, but that didn't work for me. And then when I ask you what oil you use, it's not what I suggested. Let's not have that. Let's not do that.
I got another question. Sorry for wearing you out.
No, go ahead.
Segment. But I believe in moisturizing your foot and putting a sock on before you go to bed, right?
Of course.
So what kind of oil should I use for my feet before I put my sock on? Normally I just use like lotion, or normally I use Vaseline rather, but sometimes I will use lotion if I'm being lazy that night. I'd be so tired sometimes. I'd just be really tired. Just wore out, and it'd be too much sometimes. But so what kind of oil should I use for my feet?
I do even with my feet, the same oil and lotion combination. Because it's almost like the oil is penetrating so it hydrates, and then the lotion is sealing it so that it lasts. So they just work well as a tag team.
Do I need to leave a time in between the applications? I can go 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I do. On, like I said, damp skin, so straight out the shower, because you need the water. The water is what's going to help it work and penetrate with ease. And then water, avocado oil, and the lotion that I use is the Shea Moisture raw shea butter lotion. I've been using that those of you that know me from YouTube know that I've been using that shit since like my first video back in 2011. It's just the one that works. I'm not much of a product junkie. Like, if something works, like works, I'm gonna stick to it. So that's just the lotion that worked. I've tried a couple of other ones and nothing ever compares. So the avocado and the Shea Moisture raw shea butter.
You know what oil didn't work for me?
Which one?
Because I love being negative.
What?
Neutrogena body oil.
Because it's not pure.
It was horrible. Like, first of all, it didn't last. I'm thinking I'm trying some new shit. I'm I'm gonna use oil. You know what I'm saying?
But that's because you didn't get oil in its pure form.
You
got
so
like
ashy.
A branded, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oil that most likely has a hella other shit on it. If you were to turn it around, it'll probably have hella ingredients that don't really belong. I use the raw, pure, like cold pressed, oil straight from like the from farms and shit. So that's a little bit different.
I was still ashy. I'm like, how in the hell I'm shiny and ashy at the same time?
Damn.
I looked snake skin.
Dead.
Fran, it was horrible.
Try the one by Now Brands, Now
know.
Foods.
You gonna send me a text, right?
Yes.
Thank you,
I
Fran.
promise you. And that's it for this week's wellness segment. Hopefully that helped you guys. Now let's move on to Mr. Music, man. What you got for us this week, Asante?
Well, November, it is coming to a close. I guess this is the last week that you all will be playing the fuck out of that playlist. So if you've not heard it, it is on Spotify and Apple Music. Tweet me for all of the links. I will always tweet them. People still tell me to this day that they don't know how to find things, even though I've tried to make them as easy as possible. So
I swear they just like trolling you because
I
it's
feel
fun.
like that is what
What's
it is.
the email? I think
And
it's fun to email.
Right?
Ask
Like
them.
every week I say, all you have to do is search at Hey Asante on iTunes or
Search
Apple
what?
Music. Search at Hey Asante.
Search what?
It's the same as my Twitter
I'm them.
handle.
I'm them.
It's the same as my Instagram handle. Just all you have to do on Apple Music. They make it real simple on Apple Music now. Like before Apple Music, it was like you couldn't find shit. Now you just have to search at Hey Asante. My profile will come up. You can just hit follow, and then you can follow me, and all of my playlists should just come up on your shit. Or you can select the ones you want from there. On Spotify, Asante Davis is my Spotify name. If you can't find it there, I will tweet it again. I do it every week. No November. That is the playlist for the rest of this month. December.
K-N-O-W?
Yes,
Or N-O?
K-N-O-W, because we all know November. December.
Asante won't look at me right now.
December has a really good name because I'm just trying to get through this part. I know once you derail me.
No, you know where I'm going, but go ahead.
I know.
Bo.
Look, I know.
He's
See,
trying
Sorry.
so hard.
I
I'm
was
so
even gonna say,
I
once you
hate
derail
talking about
me-
shit that goes over the heads of our listeners. And as a person who takes this job seriously, I rarely do that. Allow me today.
Allow
Thank
me
you,
to.
audience.
He had to take a pull.
I had to Oh,
Please
yeah.
continue.
Come on, Asante.
December has a name for the playlist, but I will reveal that when I decide to drop the playlist. I would drop it for you this weekend, but I'm going to be really busy trying to make sure everything works for the show that is coming Friday, the Friend Zone in DC, and I'm also going to be with the Read in New Orleans. I have not done any of the music because people do ask. When I go on the road with the Read, I only do the music for the pop-up shops. I don't do the music for the live shows because Kid Fury himself is also a music man. That's how we bonded in the beginning on music. So if you have been looking for those playlists, you have to hit him up for those. But again, December is coming, and December's playlist will consist of songs from artists like Jaden Smith. There's some new artists that I've decided to add to the reins, and there are some old artists that I love to support, like LMI, who I put on like playlists every month. LMI is actually performing Ella, E-L-L-A, My, M-A-I.
I thought it was LMI. Like, ain't that the store where you get like backpacks and hiking clothes and shit
my
from?
God,
Ain't that
that's it.
store with the mountain on the logo? Do y'all know what I'm talking about, or am I crazy? Oh, it's L-E-I, right? Or R-M-I?
R-E-I.
R-E-I. Oh, there you go. So you do know, nigga. I told y'all niggas. I told y'all niggas. Go ahead, man.
All right, so that just does it for the Music Man segment, and
What?
we can move. That's it.
That was it.
Oh, actually, listens lately. What have you
See?
guys been listening to lately?
Damn, that came fast. I didn't
LMI.
get a chance.
That's what I've been listening to.
I'm still listening to Tame Impala,
The B-sides.
the B-sides and the remixes. Oh my God. Okay. So, do y'all remember an artist named Rel?
Yes.
XD brought him up last week, and I was like, oh my God. Do
He
y'all
was the R&B artist for like Rockefeller, right?
This is newer than the song from. Oh,
This is from back
Yeah, this is-
in the day. Y'all remember this?
mhm.
Oh, this love.
Yes, friend.
Anyway, please go back and listen to Rel Love for Free. I know those of you who
Love
know
for
that
Free.
song probably freaked out right now, like, what the fuck?
Did he drop something new, or that song just took you back?
No, XD was literally just talking about him saying something about like I forgot what XD was saying, like he should have been bigger or something random like that. And I was like, XD, he really is a jukebox. Like all of us
Yes.
are music heads, so it just excited me because I had literally have not heard or thought of that song since it probably came out that year. I don't even know what year it was, but he had me kind of jamming back to all those 90s songs.
Me and XD should do a music episode or something together.
Y'all have to. He is hilarious.
Because not for nothing, there have been a lot of R&B niggas that have just been featured on hip-hop records that we have never heard from again. But like, who was that nigga that sung that one part? And it's like, That was never the highlight, apparently.
That was exciting. So that set me off into like a throwback, little nostalgic Spotify run.
Took you right on down the hole, didn't it, Fred? Take you right on down.
That's it, though. That's it for me.
What about for you, Dustin Ross?
While we were away in Barbados, I discovered the
Yes, that's the best. You get their mixtapes and shit.
exactly well, kinda. I just heard this while I was there, but it wasn't like from there or whatever.
Oh, dead.
It was the Friday on Elm Street project by
No, you
Fabulous and
didn't.
Jadakiss. Right.
I thought he was about to say a local artist.
No, it
Put
just
us
came
on.
out. And so me and my best friend Gary were, he listens to a lot of the same kind of music that I do.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw that this had come out, I got excited, and me and him sat down and listened to like the album. And so it was
Cute.
lit.
Hi, Gary.
Shout out to Gary. But it was lit. I love from track 1 on. It's just great. So listen to the project. That's it.
What about you, Asante?
I have just been listening to a lot of these random people that I just kept finding out of nowhere. So this dude, well, first of all, Smile by Young Swag, but it's YVNG. He has a project called 32 Teeth. It was the dude that I was showing. He had a cartoon drawn for an album.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I listened to his project. There were a couple of songs on there I liked. And there's this R&B crooner dude named Maurice Moore. And his project, he's like really cool, like jazzy R&B, but still a side of nigga. Like he has a song called Thought Line, but he's singing his ass off on it. So kind of in the vein of like Chris Brown or something like that, I think. But a little more rough around the edges. But that's who I've been listening to. I decided to add some new people to the rotation, and I've also been listening to Xavier Omar's Pink Lightning project.
I love him.
Yeah, that he's got some really, really dope tracks on there. The Change on Me featuring, I don't know if it's Luca, it's spelled Leuca, but Change on Me featuring Luca, Stuck, and Wild remix. Those are some good standout tracks to me. But it's only 5 tracks, so y'all should go download it and listen to it if you haven't. That is it here over in the Music Man segment, and to move on over to TV Land.
So bust this. This was the week 4 finale for Escape Still Kicking It. We were able to witness, it was a 4-episode engagement, but we were able to witness the girls go to Detroit and perform at Shane Park, which is an absolutely breathtaking open-air amphitheater, and it's actually right on the water, so you can see Windsor, Ontario, Canada, across the water, directly like the casino,
Wow.
Caesars Windsor, all that, and you see the boats rolling through the water like behind the artists as they're performing. It's an amazing venue.
Wow.
Well, they sold it out 2 nights in a row. And so we were able to see that performance. We were able to see the way that being on stage together and performing affected the chemistry between the girls. Tamika Scott actually offered another apology to Candy on the stage and thanked her for forgiving her. Candy has elected to not record new music with the
That's
group.
what you see. I'm like, wait, I thought you guys said she's not working with them.
I mean, all of that shit just really didn't even matter. Like Candy, I know. She was very clear about the fact that she was totally down with touring with the girls and seeing that through to fruition, but she's not interested in being a member of Escape any longer. She doesn't want to record new music with them. She wants to tour once for the fans. And, you know what I mean?
You
Have
did
that
say
moment
that. Yeah.
and then keep it moving. And I ain't mad. Latasha Scott had a sit down with Jermaine Dupri's father, who she feels robbed her of her solo deal. Apparently there were some issues with the budget and line items on the budget that she was unaware of, and she was responsible for paying $300,000 back to the record company because her project never came out, and she only went to the studio, in her words, 2 or 3 times. Now, when you're talking about something as serious as having to pay back a debt as large as $300,000, I think you would be pretty clear on how many times you were in the studio. I think you would be pretty clear on what you purchased and what you did not, and I think that you would have the fire and fury of hell behind you as you let them know what you are and are not responsible for. I don't know who just rolls over and says, well, I ain't supposed to pay this back, but I'm going to go and pay all this money back and not say nothing. So I don't believe her. I think that she was just salty that they never really pushed her project, and she never saw the light of a day as a solo artist because her entire demeanor, countenance, the intensity behind her words, everything changed when she saw him and when she started talking about what happened back in the day. And the focus was clearly on her not being able to be a solo artist, not on her taking on this financial responsibility of paying the advance back. So I could tell what really motivated like her passion behind it. She was pissed because when she finally got the opportunity to go solo, it didn't work out. And to me, that just spoke volumes to the breakdown of the group and me being right. So let's be there. Tiny, America's sweetheart. It was good to see her. I was excited to see it. Candy's not performing new music with them and recording new music with them, but she is down to sing the old shit one last time.
Aww.
I personally feel like that's fair. You know what I'm saying?
Is the tour sold out?
Yes, selling out. It's not sold out, but it's selling out.
Did it already come to New York?
Just did this past weekend, I think.
Oh, you're
They
kidding.
were in Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But they'll be touring until I think in January. It's like 29 shows.
I have to catch them.
I definitely want to see
So
them.
many people, what's crazy? So many people that I haven't really talked to in like years. Like friends that you were cool with in like middle school.
Yeah.
And it's no beef, but you guys just kind of
Just life.
Yeah, you just drip life. People move, people get married. So many people hit me up because I used to love that album. I was always singing it.
Yes, Fran.
So many people were like, Fran, I just had to hit you because I just came back from the Escape show. And that was really cool, like how it's sort of making all of us that were in that era where we grew up on that album.
Yes.
Kind of like remember where we were, who we were friends with, and like it's kind of making people reach out. I think that's so cute.
It's super cool.
That's cool, man.
The impact.
Right. It's really like a time capsule that just got opened up. I think that's really cool.
I was impressed because them ladies, Tamar, Monica, Escape,
yeah.
Zanique, even June's fucking diary, right? They all have like these VIP packages set up for the tour before. They're doing these meet and greets before. It's like a whole machine. This Great Escape tour, it's like serious business, and the tickets aren't cheap. So no, they are not cheap. So this, I'm just happy for them. I think it's a great business opportunity. I'm glad Candy had her hands in the pot because that to me makes me feel like the business will be handled somewhat, appropriately.
Oh yeah, but Taurus is involved.
Yeah,
You'll be
Candy
fine.
and then Mona Scott Young. And not just Mona Scott Young under Candy. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Candy's going to hold her ass, put her butt cheeks right on the wall. So I'm just excited about that. And that's pretty much it for the Escape Still Kicking It. It's kicked off the air. So the Real Housewives of Atlanta was this past Sunday. Marlo Hampton made her triumphant return. Her and Nene are back cool. Nene said they ran into each other at the valet and argued for 30 minutes. Kim Zolciak came back onto the scene. She crashed Nene's white party. This is where the infamous Roach video was made by Brielle Bierman, but she was not a part of the episode thus far. We saw
The
Kim.
infamous Roach video.
Remember when we talked about how Kim Zolciak's daughter posted that video where she said that she saw that roach in Nene's bathroom?
No.
It was really a water bug. And we talked about how the door was open all night.
God, what is going on?
Yeah, and that's why Kim and Nene hate each
Asante's
other
trying
now.
not to laugh at me.
Yeah, that's why Kim and Nene hate each other now. And so all
like
of that was
best
going
friends.
on. Yeah, well, baby, they busted friends now.
Is Sweetie still on the show?
I haven't seen her or her shackles. I have not.
Dad.
I have not.
Speaking of shackles, never mind. Sorry, I thought about something that happened to us in Barbados, but that's not even relevant to
Okay.
anything happening right now. The cab driver.
Oh yeah, we'll let his ass have it on the way out. Yeah, so that was great. What else happened on the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Seeing Cynthia date has been so interesting to watch because I know her, so I know that like the date part was real, and seeing it really is like being on the date, and I just think it's really cool. I think it's really cool, and we finally, out of all the housewives that have gotten divorced, because baby, there is a file folder full. Okay, but out of all the housewives that have gotten divorced, we never have gotten to see one really full force take on dating. And Portia's so dumb. She would have been the perfect candidate because she's younger and cute. And it would have been great to see her like get a high rise condo downtown or midtown Atlanta or whatever and like
But
date
then she got a
that
man and
girl.
a baby nut.
Right. And a big brown
A
house.
what?
Baby Nup. She tried to make this nigga sign a Baby Nup.
A baby nup.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's a reason you've never heard of it.
That's right.
I mean,
Right.
all right.
Don't even need to explain it. That's how bad it was.
I figured.
Portia's whole house is beige and brown and neutral. The whole damn house. Like, well, anyway, because that ain't none of my business.
I mean, you know, my soul glow ass ain't mad at that.
Yeah, but your house is like, it's
I
just
don't know.
a
Her
little
house
bit
is
different.
nice.
That's why I'm like, I ain't mad.
Look, I've been in Portia's palace. Them pillows was nice.
Not them pillows.
I was looking at them furry pillows. I was like, I had played with that pillow.
Dead.
So that is Real Housewives of Atlanta. Love and Hip Hop New York.
You don't seem enthused.
I don't. Even from the moment this week when I watched the opening credits, I thought to myself, this is the most thrown together ass cast I have ever seen in my life. There's no cohesive anything in the cast. It's just a bunch of people on the show.
Is there no one interesting in New York?
It's not that there's no one interesting. It's just a bunch of random people thrown together.
Oh, so
Let me
the
give you a
storylines are
rundown.
weird together.
A bunch of people you don't know. Then you have Remy Ma, Little Mo, Snoop from The Wire,
Snoop.
Snoop from the word.
Safari. They used to go with Nicki Minaj.
He's funny.
Rich Dollars, K. Michelle's ex-best friend. A bunch of people you don't know. And it's like everybody's just thrown in a big-ass bowl, and it's just the most confusing thing to watch. I've given Love and Hip Hop New York several chances this season. I think I'm really about to bow out. And this is the first time that I've ever been like, I just
Of the
don't
franchise?
see the point in watching Love and Hip Hop New York anymore this season. So this might be it, you guys, unless something happens or you guys
And I know it
motivate me
must
to
be
keep
bad
watching.
because I know
It's
you
that
usually
bad.
try.
It's like sour milk. It's just a terrible show to watch.
What happened to didn't you guys say Eva Marcel was supposed
She's
to
going to
be
be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
She hasn't come
She
out
hasn't
yet.
come on
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Yeah, but she is definitely coming later in the season.
Uh-oh.
So, but yeah, that's it.
So yeah.
I'm interested to see what Love and Hip Hop Miami is going to be. Only because
Who's on that?
we'll come back to that
Trina?
part.
Yes.
Trina's on there.
Oh, do you guys think that's a good idea?
For her, yes. Because we've never seen her on a reality show.
Nobody's
as a
gonna
cast
fight with
member.
her.
And
They
outside of
better
that,
not.
but outside of that, she makes that type of music. Like the way that the girls on the show be acting.
True.
Like she makes the type of music, but she is the type. She's actually a bad bitch. So
That's
like
what I
you'll
was just
see
about
her.
to say.
You'll see her playing these niggas on the show before you see her having to fight a bitch on the show. But she's Trina, so you won't even see her in those situations like that. And she's still going to be about the music. The music for Trina's always been good. So, like, there's just no wrong she can do.
What I love about Trina is that she seems so sweet.
Yes.
And then you
play
listen-
track one. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I love that.
I love it.
She seems like the sweetest. Like when you see interviews with her, she just seems so nice, like a really
Yeah.
nice person.
Yes.
And then you play her music, you're like, oh my god.
She's got so many industry friends, so many
Yeah,
friends
and
from
she
her
seems
back
very
home.
well liked
She's
and
friends
respected.
with Keisha Kaur.
Right.
You know,
I
bad
love.
bitches,
Yeah.
clean
Link
the
up.
kitchen, you know.
And then like I just feel like she is the most authentic person that could have ever been cast on Love and Hip Hop. She literally is living the life. She's a working rapper, still connected to the streets. Her love life is going to definitely be interesting to watch. The opulence is there. It's authentic. We don't have to worry about it being a fraud or a house that they rented for 3 months to film the show. We know that Trina is about that life.
Mhm.
And so it'll be very interesting to finally get something real from Love and Hip Hop. And I'm just excited. Go for her, more visibility, another means for her to get money, which means she's only going to continue to look better and better. I love it. I can't wait to watch on January 1st at 9 p.m. on VH1.
They pulled me in with their promo.
Oh my God, a music video
Best promo for
A music video.
for Love and Hip Hop.
by the artists that are on the show. They're showing and
Oh,
fucking
cool.
proving in Miami.
So bomb. Like perfect production, like perfect promo.
And it's Trina. That's enough for me.
That's smart. Dope.
I mean, Trina, hopefully it'll be done right to the point to where maybe someone will take the idea of a Love and Hip Hop music from the cast series or some shit. Because I feel like Trina could do that. She's that bad of a bitch.
I can't wait.
Someone else got to pay attention to the details. I don't get paid for that. So,
I can't wait. So that's it on the tube, dude.
Thank you, Dustin. So now we are going to move on to what you guys want to talk to us about.
Oh, yeah.
In the Asking for a Friend segment. Asante, what you got for us?
As per usual, don't forget to email us at thefriendzone@loudspeakersnetwork.com. The subject for this is, should I tell my boyfriend that I fucked one of my friends?
Oh, my God.
Jesus, what is the
Hey,
subject?
y'all can call me Nova. I have a friend, Chris, that I've known for a while, and we smoke together and chill every other week or so. We've become close friends, but we aren't so close that it could ever become romantic. However, we did have sex once about a month ago. And of course, the dick was great. The issue is, shortly after I had sex with Chris, I began dating someone else. We can call him Brandon. Since dating Brandon, Chris has hung out with both of us, and I continue to smoke with Chris and spend time with him as well. When we're together, everything is really chill and we have great conversation. I can't say I haven't been tempted to fuck him again, but it's more of a fleeting thought that happens when I'm high. Chris has recently expressed feelings for me, and I can say that at some point I did consider dating him, but I'm extremely happy with Brandon and recognize that it will probably never work out with Chris for other reasons. Chris respects my relationship with Brandon and made it clear that he wouldn't try anything unless he made it clear that he wouldn't try anything unless we broke up. Of course, my dumb ass, being drunk and high, told him that sometimes I really want to have sex with him. Oops. My question is, should I let Brandon know about Chris's feelings for me? Should I tell him that we've had sex before? Since I hang out with Chris often, would it look bad if he found out through someone else? Is it even his business? Or am I stressing for no reason?
Oh, my gosh. Dustin.
Hopefully y'all can help me.
So, Dustin,
So
what
we've got
say you?
Nova fucking Chris dating Brandon
And asking us.
and asking us.
Nova, you were going so well and doing so good until you said that you told him you wanted some more. You were batting 1,000, and I would have told you, damn it, keep your mouth closed, don't say nothing, it's not an issue. Y'all can smoke and keep chilling. You got yourself together, he has himself together, but that's not true, unfortunately. You don't have yourself together. In fact, you're trying to pull yourself apart and put you and him together. So what I think you need to do is calm it on down, okay? Chris is not the only person that you've had good sex with in your life, I'm assuming, or maybe he is because I don't know your business like that. But if you were able to designate his sex as good, he's not the only person that you've had good sex with. And so just get over it and stop chilling with him if you can't. What you're doing is completely inappropriate, and you know it. That's why you said oops, and that's why you feel some kind of way anyway. And you have the opportunity right now to change the course of this and not have to tell Brandon nothing. Because telling Brandon is not going to go well, and he is going to have an issue with the fact, well, why are you just now telling me? And then his mind is going to start racing. What person will know that their partner is spending time with somebody that they boned one-on-one with drugs and won't be nervous, right? That's automatically, going to start a war between the two of you. So you need to either shut up and sit it on down or leave Chris completely alone and continue with Brandon. Smoke with Brandon.
Fran?
I mean, I co-sign all of that. And like you said, I think, intuitively we always know the answer. We just kind of
want somebody else to say
we
it.
want to say it out loud and have someone confirm that that what we're feeling is true or not. But I think the reason you wrote in is because it's shady.
Okay.
You already know the answer intuitively. And I agree. I think this is a choice point right now where you can cut Chris off. What's his name, Chris?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cut Chris off and just be like, you know what? I don't want to do this to Brandon. Or you continue your relationship with Chris, but you're honest with Brandon about what it is. And so that it gives him the option of being around that or not. But I think transparency is always the best way to go about it. But trust that that Brandon is not going to look at you the same.
Shit.
Yeah, but he has the right.
He definitely does. If you're
going to keep on hanging with him, I would want to know. Yeah.
Like, or either just don't say nothing. Like, just stop having those desires and speaking. Why I don't know why you. Well, I do know why you told. You told him because you want to. You want to do it again. That's why you told him. But the fact that you told him complicated everything and made it even worse. You should have just never told Chris that you wanted some more. Once you did that, the gates were open. Now he done told you he got feelings for you, but he's not gonna do nothing until y'all break up. He already did something by telling you he's got feelings for you. That was disrespectful to Brandon. He know you got a whole entire boyfriend that he's been around, and he still tells you that he got feelings for you. So y'all are wrong. You know what you're doing is wrong. If you want to do it, that's your business. And just do it with some finesse. Finger roll the ball in the hoop. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Start the secret relationship. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but Friend's right. Just leave it at that. Yeah.
Just be honest with everybody. That's it.
I don't even know what to say. All I know is, Nova, I'm not judging you at all, but you got to tell Brandon, just because everybody know but Brandon. And
I know.
Brandon's the one.
That's another thing.
That's the worst.
Everybody know what's going on except for Brandon. And Brandon's the one that, you're dating. So at some point, you trying to build some trust with this person.
Loyalty.
So I'm not saying that, just tell him, girl, he gonna keep you. Just tell him, and you gotta work from there. Let him decide whatever he wanna do. You could just still be like, look, things are still new with us. I'm just letting you know right now, what happened in the past and what led to the events now. And, from there, maybe you'll work through whether or not you really are trying to move to a certain place with this person. Or maybe from there, y'all decide together, y'all can just be, a little lax on the dating front while you figuring your shit out. But you saying, that Chris ain't shit and it ain't going to work out long term. So I would be just, trying to bat for winning Brandon, whatever that's going to mean. But it's going to start with the truth. And that's all I can tell you. That's all I got. Anybody else? Anything else?
I ain't got nothing to say on it.
All right. Well, Nova, I think you should write us back and let us know what's going on, just because I want to make sure, you are right out there. Because, you can get you a new weed smoking buddy. But, if the dick was so good, you had to tell him under the influence. There might be things going on in your relationship that you might need to confront too, sooner rather than later. I'm just saying. Well, that does it for the Asking for a Friend segment. Now we'll move on to this week's Black Business of the Week. This week, I wanted to shout out Mandy Bowman, who emailed into the show previously. She said she took a major leap of faith and she quit her job. It was a 9-to-7 job, so she can build an app. And the app helps support Black-owned businesses. So it's the first app to alert users when they're near a Black-owned business.
How cool is that?
You can find her app in the App Store. It's QBWS. I actually downloaded the app, and it looks like the interface is really friendly. I'm sorry, not Q, OBWS. The interface is really dope. I think once it's official Black Wall Street is what that stands for.
Official Black Wall Street.
Yes.
Very cool.
You can log in. You can register businesses that you know of, so that way it can help other people find it. You can rate businesses that you know of that are on there. I downloaded the app. Bed of Nails was on there. All the Black restaurants in Harlem were on there. So
shit.
It's legit.
Downloading that ASAP.
If you download the app and you find that there aren't enough businesses in your area, I just challenge you to find some businesses in your area. Tell them about the app. Register them in the app. Rate them, review them, make friends in your neighborhood. You never know what you're going to do. So she quit her job to make this app. The app is out. It looks really dope. So in support, I think that everybody should download it, give it a shot, give it some months, see how it progresses and, where it goes.
And help it grow.
Don't download it and say, this is buggy. Ain't nothing even on here yet. What's this going to do?
Right.
Okay.
Everybody got to start up somewhere.
Everybody got to start up.
Spread the word. Let's get businesses
Open
added.
a damn business to put on the
yes,
motherfucker.
word.
That's right. Just to let y'all know, Uber only started in like select cities when it first started.
I
It wasn't
remember.
available everywhere.
I remember that.
It slowly but surely expanded and took over. So that's just going to speak volumes to what a little time is going to do. Rally the troops, y'all. That's it here for the Black Business. Shout out to you, Mandy Bowman. I salute you. Thank you for writing in and continue to let us know what's up on there. And let the friends all know if we can do something for you, okay?
Cute.
Or with you, All right, so let's move on to the church announcements.
Yes, what do you guys have for us this week? Any good news to share?
Well, we have good news together for everybody.
True.
Because on Friday, we're going to be doing our thing. December 1st.
Yes, it's the last show of the year too.
Last show of the year.
The last live show of the year.
Ain't that crazy?
Crazy. Time flies.
2017, baby.
Right?
This Friday we'll be in Washington, D.C. There's a few minimal tickets available at thefriendzonelive.com for our DC show this Friday, December 1st. You can check that out for location and exact times. Church announcements. The doors to the church are open, goddammit. I will be joining the Read in Detroit December 16th. Super excited for that. That's right.
So
it's time
cute.
to bring it on home, baby. The show is sold out, so that's a good look. And I'll also be hosting the damn pop-up shop for the Read in Detroit.
Really?
So yeah, so that is lit. You can watch the Reads or their social media pages for the location and times for the pop-up shop. It will be coming via those social media channels. So this is the Read
That
on
is
everything.
so cute.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
Hometown love.
Yes.
It's always fun working with your friends, so I'm excited to go to Detroit and have a little fun at work with Kid Fury and Crystal in the crib, right? So shout out to
And me.
Detroit.
In the crib.
Yes, and Asante, Picante, Bagante.
That's right. And just one more random thing. We're having a special guest on Friday for DC. So are we going to announce that, or we're just going to wait so people can just be like, oh my God, what
There
the
you
hell?
go, right there.
Like, so
I guess we'll
we're
wait.
going to wait. Look,
As hard as it is.
as hard as it is, right? We're just going to wait. So just put that out
It's
there.
someone I love.
I done told y'all, thefriendzonelive.com. If you want to be in on it, be in on it.
Doing some big things, okay? Fran, what you got in the church announcements? I know you was on the board.
No, I'm actually looked back at a board though. Nothing for now. I mean, the last stop of my wellness tour is coming up in about a week. Houston, which is
Yes.
bonkers to me that we really completed a 12-city tour. I'm still like on cloud 9 about that. And the other exciting thing is Bitcoin. I cannot wait to talk more to you guys about Bitcoin. I'm a cryptocurrency nerd now, y'all.
Excuse me.
We're going to do an episode. I have someone that's going to come talk about it.
Let's do that.
Listen, cryptocurrency is the wave. It's the future. And I want to make sure the black folk are in.
Tell 'em.
Because
Baby.
we ain't going to
Tell
be
the
held
people.
back like we have been. Obviously, cryptocurrency is still, people are a little scared of it. But I have someone that's going to come in. He's black. He's from Harlem. He's dope. And he's going to break it all down. So I'm excited. Yes. So
Stay tuned.
yeah, I've been nerding out about that. That's the only thing I can really say.
If this Saturday I will be in New Orleans with the Read, I will also be hosting the Q&A segment. There might be potentially a pop-up shop, but if there is not, still look out for all of the merch that is on the website, shoptheread.com.
Yay. So we love you guys. Thank you much.